Hey guys, today I'm going to show you the best gym macro. For this macro you're going to need TinyTask. To get TinyTask you're going to need to come to your browser and type in TinyTask and just click the first link. And okay, so you just got to install this version and it'll save. I already have it, so I'm not going to install it again, but once you have it, run it. You don't have to run it as an administrator, just open it. And then make sure your playback speed is on 1x. Continuous playback is checked. Everything else can stay the same. Recording and playback are personal preference, but I like to alternate between F8. So since we're going to start recording, I would suggest putting it on F8. And you're also going to need IGRIS and Sungjae Sungjae is a must, but you might be able to replace IGRIS with somebody else. I'm not sure because I haven't tried it out, but yeah. So now I'm going to show you how to record the macro. So to start off, obviously you want to go to play and you want to go into an infinite. I suggest you only do this method if your units are high level, because if you have low level units you're just not going to do well. So once you're in the game, you want to press the settings, scroll down to teleport to spawn. That way you're in the same position every time. You can go and start the match. So now you have to wait until you die because we're going to start the macro on the end screen. So we're going to skip to that part. Alright, so once you die, remember F8 is to record. You're also going to press F8 to end the recording. But for now, just click F8 once and click retry. Go ahead and press yes. My TinyTask is in the way, but that's okay. So on the first wave, just place down 2 Sungjae. Also make sure you're zoomed out because I think that's going to affect your gameplay, so just make sure you're zoomed out. You can't use scroll wheel on TinyTask, you have to hold O. It's not going to register in the TinyTask if you use your scroll wheel. So yeah, just place 2 Sungjae at the start. Very easy so far. Now with TinyTask you have to wait a little bit after every action that has long intervals, because sometimes it's not going to register because sometimes the games go faster while you're recording than it does during the playback. So after you get to about wave 3 you should have enough money to place your third Sungjae. Place him, well first of all make sure your units are in the exact same position as mine. I found that this always cleans up any leaks that get through, so this is very consistent. 2 at the top and 1 vertical from the Sungjae on my left that I have my mouse cursor on. Now, if you have IGRIS or whoever else you have, Cha-In might work, VEGITA might work, Naruto might work, I don't know. But if you have IGRIS, go ahead and place your IGRIS right here, close to the edge, but not on the edge, and set his priority to last. Because he's line attack, he's going to benefit from having his priority set to last. And go ahead and place another one right here. You're basically set. Now you can just farm. This is the chill part. You already have all your units down, so you're not going to have any leaks. But you're going to want to go ahead and max out your units, or your farms I should say. Just keep clicking them and press T to upgrade them. You could click upgrade, but I just think it's more safe to click the units and just press T. So just keep doing that. Even if they are already upgraded, just do it just in case you miss an upgrade once or twice. Alright, my farms are maxed out, but I'm still going to continue to upgrade them because the TinyTask time can vary. So you just have to be 2 steps ahead and always make sure you do a little bit extra. Okay, I'm going to go and start upgrading my farms now and focus on my main DPS, which is IGRIS. It might be somebody else for you, but just focus on your main DPS and just spam upgrade them with all the money you have. Just keep doing this until you get to about wave 10. Just use all your money on your main DPS until you get wave 10. And make sure that you spam it, because again, the time can vary. Okay, once you get to wave 10, you wanna go ahead and set IGRIS's priority to strongest, because you wanna sell at wave 11 so that you can get an even 150 or 165 gems. Make sure to upgrade your IGRIS so you kill the boss quickly. If the boss gets past, there's no worries, but I think I'll get my full AoE here. Or not. Yeah, the boss is dead anyway. Alright, so we're gonna have some leaks because we didn't upgrade our Sangyawus, but that's perfectly fine. So we're gonna wait just a little bit. We'll actually wait till wave 12, because why not? So once we hit wave 12, like right now, we're gonna go ahead, and here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna spam your left click and you're gonna spam X to sell. So just go and spam left click and X. And make sure that you remember where your units are, because you're gonna go back and spam X and left click on those spots, because sometimes they might not sell. So right now I'm clicking where my IGRIS was, clicking where my Sangjinwus were. The extra Sangjinwu was around here. The second IGRIS. I'm gonna do that one more time because you always want to be 2 steps ahead. Okay, now the TinyTask is basically finished. All you have to do is wait until you die, and then once we die, we're gonna wait a few seconds before we end the macro. Do not press retry. End the macro first, and then I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do after that. Okay, so we ended up dying at 7 minutes and 37 seconds, which is pretty good time. Now we're gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait till my macro hits, I'd say about 8 minutes and 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna end it by pressing F8. You should always wait a little bit after you lose, because you might not lose at the same time every single time. And if you end it too soon, then that's not going to be good. So I'll just go to 8:20. I'm going to press F8. Okay, the TinyTask is done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press preferences, or press. We're going to change our recording hotkey to Control Shift Alt R, or anything else really. I like to put mine as Control Shift Alt R for no reason particularly. and then we're going to change our playback to F8. Now, I suggest saving this macro. You just press save. You can name it whatever you want. For the video, I name it TinyTask Tutorial. Okay. Now, all you have to do is click F8. I'm gonna let it run once or twice in a time lapse so you guys can see that it's always consistent and it's just that easy. And that is how you set up, record, and playback the best gem macro for anime Vanguards. I'm going to go and click F8 to end it. As you see, if you ever want to make a new macro, just press the X and reopen it. Your file is still going to be saved. If you want to reopen it, it'll just be whatever you named it. You just press open and click it and then play it back, and everything should be good. Until next time.